everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So, as promised, it's been 48 hours, and this is a little update about the rapture, what happened, what did not happen. With that being said, there's been a few apologies. So, let's get into that first.
Jesus physically appeared in front of me and told me on the 23rd and the 24th of the Feast of Trumpets in September 2025, I will come. On the 23rd, I want to be looking at everybody who will be tuning into this live.
So this means you're going to be raptured during the live. Innocent.
So if it happens, I want to drink coffee.
Me to go on this 3-day fast. The level of clarity that you get when you go on a 3-day no food fast is unmatched.
Things.
They're taking it. No, this is my baby, man. This has been my baby for years.
I am so honored to be your mommy. You have been such a gift, and I will see you in heaven.
Do you all remember Miss Deep for the rapture? I went to check what she was saying now, the day of the rapture. Miss Ma'am is private. For the people that are left behind, let me show you. I got these at the Dollar Tree. During the Feast of Trumpets, I'm always getting ready, right? But, I just... with the UN and, all this other stuff that took place, I was like, dude, it's really lining up. Like, damn, it could be it, right? I'm like, let's go. I'm like a kid in a divorced family who's like sitting on the porch waiting for their dad to come. Like, my dad's coming. My dad's going to pick me up. Maybe there's traffic. All right. Maybe next weekend. I don't know, because that never happened in my life, in my real life. Really, kind of. But anyways, I can't be serious. Okay, real important. I want to address the concerns. Valid, very valid concerns about my kids. And again, I can completely understand the thought process behind it, and because there are actual lunatics. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I just want you to understand my heart, I think, was in the right place. Like, according to my scripture, things were going to be chaotic. And my only concern, and I know it's, there's so many nasty things we've said about me about this. But in my mind, I was doing what I thought was best. Now, people want me to apologize. I have no problem apologizing. I'm sorry. If I triggered something in you, I am terribly sorry for that. If I led you to become a Christian because you thought... No, I'm not even doing that, because that's pointing fingers. If you came to Christ in fear and it was on me, I did that to you, I'm sorry.
Alrighty, folks. The rapture didn't happen like I said it would, and I promised that when it didn't happen, by the time that I said it would, that I would upload a video of me publicly apologizing and repenting of my failed prediction. And I want to acknowledge that it wasn't me saying it might happen. No, I was like fully convinced and repeatedly said in all of my videos that a rapture would happen sometime on September 23rd or the 24th, or across both dates because of time zones, and maybe even cross into the 25th. At time of recording this, it's 9:45 a.m, the 25th of September. The rapture hasn't happened. So I've been talking about the rapture happening in September, going all the way back to June 21st, was my really first video where I started speculating about a potential rapture happening in September, and then, since then, I've kind of just gone with it. So I want to publicly, apologize to everyone that I convinced to get their hopes up high about the rapture happening September 23rd and 24th, and obviously it didn't happen, and there must be people out there very disappointed and very hurting to have had their hopes up so high, and for it to come and go.
I'm here with all humility to apologize to everyone. I state here, like I stated before, that the date was not given to me. I only believe the man who claimed Jesus told him.
What's going on, everybody? And as you see, it came to pass. The rapture did not happen. You know, I'm a man of my word, and, you know, I come on here, and, you know, I apologize for if I have misled anybody. But one thing is, I stand on everything I was talking about. I stand on how strong my faith was in it, because y'all can't be mad at us for having that much faith and being ready for his return, y'all. I was so excited, you know, I was so excited. I'm definitely confused. I was a bit let down, but it's on God's timing. It's not on ours.
Yeah. Now, unsurprisingly enough, with most of the people I posted in the previous video who were convinced that this was going to happen, some of them's accounts are private. Some have not come on the thing for like a day or two now. You know, they've not posted anything. They've not posted any apology. So I don't know if they have been raptured. Okay. Maybe they got to go because I've not heard anything from them. And I did check their account and I didn't see anything. All right. Okay. The rest, their accounts are private. A couple of nights ago, I saw a lot of people's reactions to the rapture. So let's get into some of the videos I've seen, and I'm going to come back and talk some more. Leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comments.
Stop. This is serious.
Rapture Return Hotline may help you. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, that it didn't work out for you. Okay, if you'll just scroll to the bottom of your Rapture receipt, you'll see that you did indeed agree to the no rapture, no return policy. Okay, yeah, better luck next year. Quick question, if I may. If you fervently believed that the rapture was happening tomorrow, why did you sell your boat instead of gift your boat? Were you just, I don't know, hedging your bets? Sir, that language is not very Christian. Thank you.
Update. Here's an update from the Rapture talk. The Rapture has been extended from the 23rd until the 25th. The original time that Jesus was supposed to pick these people up was supposed to be at 12 midnight on the 23rd. It looks like Jesus is having technical difficulties with cracking the sky open. It looks like Jesus caught a flat tire. It looks like Jesus's cloud ran out of gas on the side of the sky. It looks like Jesus is stuck on the main line listening to what y'all want. Nonetheless, whatever the reason is, it looks like that he may have to reschedule. Now, the new time is undetermined. Don't nobody know. The only thing they know is going to be sometime in the middle of the night. People are still giving money to strangers. People are still giving free houses and free cars away. If you're lucky, you might be able to finesse that and get a new car, get a new house, get some money. But I don't know how you're going to be able to keep it when the buyer's remorse set in. You could block their number, but because you're staying in their house, driving their car, they know where you stay at. So I don't know how many times you can block your number to get someone off your back. But I digress. That's none of my business.
Get ready with me for the Rapture tomorrow. I'm going to show a couple outfits that I think would be cute because we don't know like what time we're going to get called up. So a few different ideas. This one's giving like heaven chic. And I think I'm going to wear some cute little boots with it. And then on the face, I just have SPF and tons of lip because I feel like those heavenly rays might cause some damage. Last and final outfit is giving like apocalypse casual. And I think I'm going to do like a little travel size salvation kit. I'm going to pack my Bible, some snacks, a mini Stanley, lip gloss. Just got to be prepared, you know?
So I figured this is a good place to wait for the rapture. And I know people were talking about they were going to like leave all their worldly goods behind, but I figured you might need some things. So I brought some stuff with me that I thought might be like needed. So this is some of the stuff that I brought. I bought some cat food because I don't know, everybody's talking about they were getting rid of their pets, but what would heaven be without cats and dogs and other pets? So I have this. And I bought some more on my car, which I put a tag on it to say take this too, so it would take my car up too, because I figured when all those people get up there and realize their pets are up there and they didn't bring any cat food or pet food, I don't have anything for dogs, but I figured that'll be good to have. I could sell it. You know, I sell it cheap. And then I didn't know how long the trip was going to be, so I just bought a few Pringles. I mean, it's already open. It's not a lot, but, you know, multitudes of fishes. I figure if somebody could do something with it and multiply what's in there if I needed more. I don't know if they have a TJ's up there, so I bought some of my favorite Trader Joe's stuff because I didn't know if they were gonna have a Trader Joe's up there. Also don't know what they have in terms of, you know, black hair care products, so I'm bringing some of my favorite black hair care products with me, you know, comb, my brush. I didn't know if they have a beauty supply up there, so that we got that. You know, folks be getting ashy up there, and this is one of my favorite lotions, the cherry almond Jergens. So I won't be getting ashy. You know, you don't want to be up there all ashy and disrespectful to everybody. I brought my bonnet. You know, I know we get crowns or something up there, but that's why I brought the gold one, because I figured it would match. I don't know what color the crown is. I don't know if it's silver or gold, but I prefer silver, but I don't have a silver cap, so I'm going to ask for a gold one so it can match this bonnet. And also, I don't know what kind of entertainment, if we go on the balls or anything, and I figure these look pretty celestial. So I bought these. They almost look like, you know, shoes from Wizard of Oz. Oh, is that blasphemy? To talk about witches? No, just they just look like you could wear them in heaven. They sparkly and shiny and stuff. But this would mean I would need some silver. I need a silver crown to match this one. I wonder if we can get both and then switch them out depending on what we're wearing. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Now, I don't know about this, whether, you know, this is also for my cats. I don't know whether they allow, like, I don't know if they allow the catnip up there. I mean, I'm sure they got somebody at the gate who will take it away if they don't allow it, but I brought it just in case. This is not Noah's Ark. Get out away from me. I'm not trying to bring it. And I didn't know what they had for entertainment up there, so I'm bringing my skates, because if they have a skating rink up there, you know, it takes you a while to break in your own skates. I don't want to rent nobody else's skates or whatever, so I'm bringing my skates with me. And then also, I don't know what the cable situation is like, so, and whether they have, you know, like movies with us on it. So I brought all of this with me, you know, some of my favorite movies, you know, Dreamgirls, yeah, so it's this Love and Basketball, Brown Sugar, Drumline, Love Jones, what's this, Karate Kid, the second Karate Kid with Will Smith's child, and then Star Trek: The Next Generation, First Contact. I wish I had the whole series, but I don't, so I'll just bring this. And this is Black Panther, and this that's Disney, so that's probably not going to be allowed up there. So no, okay. That's all I got. I got some more. I got my tripod, which is what this is on, so I can film from up there if they let you. I know some places don't let you film and stuff up there. And I think that's about it. You know, I got just whatever's in my purse. That's just the normal stuff you carry around. I don't even know what's really in there. But that's everything I have. That's what I'm bringing for the Rapture. And this just looks like a good place. So what I'm going to do is, at the time, I figure I could just like stand here and, you know, I don't know whether you do this or you have to jump into it, or whether you just like stand like this. But I'm going to have all my stuff repacked in the bag, and I just have it with me, like, you know, like so. So I probably have to stand like this holding my stuff, and then I just go, I go when it's time. So I'm gonna just sit here and wait. It says it's supposed to happen at night, so I'm gonna just sit here and wait. Maybe I'll walk around. I'll see y'all up there.
Hey, why are you crying? Oh, you didn't get raptured up. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry to hear that, darling. Oh my God. Well, did they tell you why? They didn't say. Is there like a hotline, or did you pray about it? You did. Well, yeah. Do you know why? Have you been sinning and stuff? No, you hadn't been sinning. Well, no, I mean, I have to ask. You're the one who called me. Yeah. Okay. Now, I seen the rapture. I know it happened. I saw it with my own. No, because my meemaw went. Yeah, my meemaw and my peepaw.
The rapture is upon us, and the Lord doesn't want anyone to look ugly when they're being sucked up into his heaven. So I've been practicing my angles, and well, a bunch of men who are committing adultery against their wives are concerned that they might look ugly if they're raptured while they're laying on top of a woman who is not their wife. So I decided to do a few test runs. Here's what it will look like if they're raptured while cheating on their wives into Sky Daddy's heaven.
It's Rapture Day, and I am so excited. Look at all these goodies our neighbors are throwing out. You'll never guess, we found a 1969 Sputnik floor lamp that's worth just over $2,000. She needs a little bit of work, well, look at her.
You know, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's beliefs or anything like that, but I'm driving Uber, right? And so I had no idea that the rapture was coming. And so I picked up this couple from church, and they get in my car, and, you know, they're weeping. And I'm like, hey, you know, hi, how you doing? Whatever, is everything okay? You know, because I saw like they were like, not like hysterically crying, but they were like emotional, right? And so I'm like, hey, is everything okay? They were like, yeah, you know, the Lord is coming back. Jesus is coming back tomorrow. And I was like, wait, like tomorrow? They were like, yeah, I think it's like between the 23rd and the 24th. I was like, okay. Now, when I did go to church, I just assumed, this is just me, I thought it said it didn't, you know, they know the hour when he coming back. You know, it's been like 2,000 years since he left, and you know, he's supposed to be coming back and stuff. So I don't know, you know, it's not my lane. However, they got in the car and they were like weeping until they tell me this. And so we're talking, and they're like, well, you know, how are you? Is everything okay in your life? Like, we're trying to donate our money because we're not going to be here. You know, the Lord is coming back and we're going to leave, and there's still going to be people here on earth, and things are going to change. So how are you doing? I said, I'm okay, you know, but I could always, you know, use some help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to turn down nothing. They were like, okay, well, we were praying and we were all in church, and the pastor, he agreed that, you know, the Lord is coming back. And I'm thinking to myself, like, did he agree that the Lord is coming back, or did he agree that the Lord is coming back within the next 2 or 3 days? Regardless, they were like, you know, we were just praying because we have all this money, we want to give it away. I'm here. I'm here for the coins. Give me the coins. I'm here. So they were like, we were in church and we prayed like, Lord, we're going to order this Uber, and whoever our Uber driver is, we know that this person is going to need this money. So we want to go ahead and bless them with the money. You can. So look it. So they give me like this bundle. So it's like a bundle full of cash. Now keep in mind, in this bundle, there's even coins in it, because it was like in this like cup thingy or whatever. So there's even like euros, and I see some Canadian money in here. So there's dollars, there's hundreds, there's 20s, there's fives, like there's all the denominations inside of this. So I have yet to count it up. So I'm going to count it up and come back. Hold on. Okay, so I counted the money. It turned out to be $1,915 and some change. I didn't count all the change. It was probably more. So $1,915. So that's what they gave me in person. So they were like crying, and they were like, we just want to bless you. You know, we prayed and we asked the Lord that the Uber driver that we got, that they would actually need this, and we would bless them, because it's about to get really, really tough after Jesus comes back. Now, I don't know too much about the rapture. I mean, I learned about it, but I don't really remember. I think that if you have the Lord in your life, then you're going to be caught up to meet him. So you're gonna leave, and like your clothes are gonna just, you know, we're gonna go into, I guess people like me are gonna go into the house and find the people that left, like find their clothes or something like that. So I don't know how it goes, but because there's some people, what if they accepted the Lord, but then they don't live right? But I don't know how it goes. I don't know the details of the fine print of it, right? But what I do know is that these people gave me $1,900 today, and so when I dropped them off, they lived in a nice neighborhood. I be driving in a nice neighborhood, y'all, and I be getting the good passengers. So they lived in a nice neighborhood until they were like, you know what's your Cash App? Give us your Zelle, give us your Venmo, give us your this. And I was like, okay, I have all of those except Apple Pay, so don't do the Apple Pay, but I do take Cash App, I do take Zelle, I do take Venmo, and I do take cash. So thank y'all for this. They were like, yeah, we want to get together, and we're having a prayer meeting tonight, and we're gonna just put all our money together. We're gonna give away houses, we're gonna give away cars, we're giving away different things. We're just giving everything away because we won't be here. We're leaving this earth. This earth is temporary, so we want to give away all this stuff, and let this be a sign to you that Jesus is real and he's coming back within the next couple of days. I was like, oh wow, I really thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all for this generous donation. It really came in handy, and I will accept any more donations that y'all want to give me. So I left them with all my information, and I'm hoping I hear from them because this will help out with a lot of stuff. So thank y'all. I didn't know that the rapture was coming. I didn't know what we were about to enter into, but I'm glad. And they even said warning comes before destruction. That's what they said. And I said, okay, thank y'all for blessing me with this money and more money to come. So y'all can write me off the house if y'all want to. I know it's paid off. If y'all would have started, I know their house is paid off. So I don't mind having a house in the neighborhood that they were in. I think it has an HOA to it, but if it's a paid off house, that's fine. I can find the money to pay the HOA. But yeah, I didn't know this, y'all. Nobody told me. Ain't nobody told me nothing. But I'm excited, that they're going back to meet the Lord. I don't know. I don't really know the details. Y'all don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. I don't know. I guess they're going back to meet the Lord, but the Lord is telling them to give away their stuff while they're here. And so they were very generous. They're having a prayer meeting with a whole bunch of other people that believe the same thing as them tonight, and they're getting together. So I might have a house that's paid off later on. Might have a couple more cars to sell. They might Zelle me, Venmo me, pick up an offering for me. I mean, I do need it. And since y'all gonna be gone, the house gonna be empty anyway. The car's just gonna be sitting there. The clothes, your Louis Vuitton, your Givenchy, your Gucci, just gonna be there. So I mean, why not give it to somebody like me? I'm gonna be here on earth anyway, so you going on the glory, so just give me the stuff. I don't mind.
Okay, so I just heard that the rapture is on the 23rd or 25th of September. My birthday. You've had 2025 years for a save a date, but do you have to pick my 60th birthday? I want to get to retirement. I want to actually enjoy myself. What the fuck? You had the first coming, now you want the second coming. You can't even get your books right. Do I like the original book or do I want the new book? New book isn't quite safe and good. Let's get King James to transcribe it into how he thinks that the world should interpret the fairy tales. What the fuck? I have just bought a 7-pack of new underwear, and if the rapture is on Tuesday or Wednesday, today's Sunday, I won't even get a chance to wear half of them. What do? Do I wear the pink undies first and save the black undies for the rapture, just in case I can shit myself, because it's going to be a little bit stressful for the rest of us that don't believe in your shit? And the Rapture 2025 shit. Oh, handy hints. This is what you could do. Don't look down. It didn't do Lot's wife any good. What the f***? You're trying to bring your fairy tales into some form of reality, and you had to pick my birthday. For shit's sake, save it till Christmas. Save it till Jesus' birthday. Then you can have the rapture and the birthday on the same day. Why didn't you save it for Easter next year? Then you can have the crucifixion, resurrection, and the rapture all in one sitting. No. You have to spread the motherfucker out, and you have to put it on my birthday. I've waited 42 years saving for superannuation and shit so that I can retire, and then you go and blow up the entire world because of some fairy tale piece of bullshit. Jesus Christ. Not impressed. Not impressed at all.
Now, I hope they have learned their lessons. I hope they have learned a great lesson from this, not to speak for God. The first guy, I've not heard from him. I've not heard an apology. If you see an apology, please let me know, because I've not seen it. Pastor Joshua or whatever his name is, I've not heard anything from, but I hope they learn from this. I don't know, a part of me keeps thinking the rapture may happen, and number one, they will not be prepared. All right. Number two, they will be left behind, which will hurt. It will hurt a lot if they are left behind, because the way they are so sure about the whole situation, all right, they are going to be left behind with the rest of us. Yeah. And they are not going to be happy about it at all, because they were so sure about how this whole thing was going to go down. Somebody left a comment, and the person was asking something in the lines of, I can't remember it word for word, but they were saying something like, how would they know if they qualify to go to heaven? How are they so sure that they qualify to go to heaven? And that's my question too. How do you know? Who told you that you are a saint or you meet all the criteria of going to heaven? How do you know? That is pride. I'm sorry, okay? That is pride, and you need to check it. The only issue is that now you've led a lot of people astray, and more people are looking at Christians, side-eyeing them, okay? Now, when a Christian walks up to someone and tries to bring them to God, they're going to be like, you guys are liars. You're always lying. You're always saying things like this, and it never happens. And, that's why you don't do things like this. That's why you don't do it. You read your Bibles. Read them Bibles. Read it. Okay, read it and read it again and keep reading it till you get understanding about what you're reading. Okay, and stop leading people astray with some of these things, because it still says in the Bible that the time, the day, the minute, nobody knows. Even Jesus doesn't know. So how come you know? So how come you know? And beware of false prophets. If you go to some of these guys' churches, you watch them and you listen to their, take everything with a grain of salt. You have brain for a purpose. Use it. Okay? Use it. Don't just go follow people blindly because they are a man of God and they are giving you direction. Most of these men of God, when the day actually comes, they won't go. You'll see them and the Lord will be telling them, go away from me. I don't know you, because they are liars. They care about the money that they are getting from you. But the time that some of you will wake up, it will be too late. They are just doing these things to just make themselves rich. They are enriching their lives because of you and your inability to have a relationship with God. That's all. So stop this nonsense. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. I hope their lessons are learned and they think carefully before putting some of these things out. But then I know in the next few years, there'll be another one. All right. Anyway, take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.